This is a Yellow Rocket Boys Network original presentation. Thank you for watching our content. Enjoy.
What happened?
What's good?
Your boy Seal Cool
It's your boy Ted.
with Yellow Rocket Boy representing on Yellow Rocket Boys
Network.
Network. All right, man. We're here to talk about Summerslam Night 1, August 2nd, 2025, at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
And the books.
Yes, and the books, Night 1. It was a pretty run-of-the-mill show up until the last hour, I guess. But like the show wasn't, to me, Night 1 wasn't bad. Night 1 wasn't all that good. It was just run of the mill, like I said, until the last hour, the last match. So let's get into this review, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
All right, Cardi B comes out in this black dress. She was looking as great as ever from a woman who just got dumped by her husband, dumped by a football player all in the last 3 months. She looked great.
lift up and drop.
But no, she looked great. She was playing a new song. Like I said, I'm not really up on her songs. It sounded like a new song to me. What do you think about Miss Cardi B entrance into the ring and that she yelled like how she loved Randy Orton and she was enthusiastic. So I'm proud of her for that.
Oh yeah, I take that all day from a host. Like, even if you don't watch the product every week, at least you know something about the product and
Yeah.
you're happy to be there and you're not just collecting a paycheck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, make us feel like you care even if you don't. So, I feel like she cared.
Feeling scared to me.
Yeah.
She, when you hear the word host, you think they're gonna be all throughout. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that she wasn't all through the show, misusing lines or whatever. Cause you know how that's how celebrities do. But she came out for that part, and then that was kind of it.
I mean, I appreciate that. Because you remember how Vince used to have them random folks, especially in the 90s.
Yeah.
Where he would bring some people in and they just randomly pop up in segments and walk out the ringside. You're like, what are they doing here? And it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Very awkward.
So glad she wasn't doing that.
Yes.
So we're gonna go to match number 1, which I was surprised they started off with this match. It was Jey Uso and his cousin, the OTC, TC1, Roman Reigns, going against the two Bruns, Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed.
Longest entrances ever.
Yeah. Jey Uso, I don't know why they keep having him go for the nosebleed seats all the way down to the bottom of the floor. Like, have him start at the front row, at the back of the front row, then make his way through the front row. He ain't got to be all the way up in the middle of the ring trying to come down. He already tired by the time he come down.
Yeah.
I'm tired for him.
Yeah. That's enough time to eat, get in there, because we all know they're going to run it back at some point, which we're going to get to that too. Yeah. But that gives you enough time. Dude, excuse me. Real talk. Do what you got to do. Get in, get out. I mean, the entrance was probably, 8-9 minutes? Just for his? And maybe I'm over exaggerating, but that was a long entrance.
And then Roman Reigns comes out and he has a long entrance too. You got to throw up the ones a couple times. But there's one thing that they ain't going to do, and they're going to do their entrance. Ladies come out, he has power, go to the ring, they throw the ones up, it's all good. Then the two Bruns come out. Bronson Reed still has Roman Reigns shooting around his neck like he in Compton.
What up, fella?
Yeah. So get to the ring, start off. Start off with Jey Uso. So okay match. It was okay at the beginning, and then like towards the end it got better, especially like once they started going to the outside and doing more spots to the outside. I also did not like that when Bronson and Braun was outside of the ring, they were down. Jay and Roman did the one more thing. They did that, and they did. I wish they would stop it. Really wish they would.
Oh no, it's a thing now. It's gonna be a shirt.
They need to stop.
They're gonna have a shirt with them. And then it's gonna be one more time on the back of the shirt.
Oh, they really got to stop. Yes. But like I said, good match overall. There were a couple of instances in the match where, like, Roman Reigns he did an outside dive. He overshot it, but he did an outside dive onto Brunson Reed, and he overshot it. I thought he was hurt, but he's okay. They also showed some moments in the matches where, for example, Braun Breaker is about to spear Jay, and Roman moved him out the way and took the spear for him. So it was some good stuff in the match like that showed good storytelling.
Yeah.
But in the end, Jay Uso, Roman Reigns won the match. It looks like Braun Breaker is hurt. I don't know. There was pictures and stuff showing him limping in the back. But at the end of the show, he looked all right. But,
He still had a little wobble.
yeah, he could be anything. But how did you feel about the match?
I thought the match was good. I mean, both teams look strong, and that's kind of what we were hoping for anyway. Win, lose, or draw on either side. I mean, we in the predictions, we both pretty much sided with Roman and Jey Uso.
Yeah.
But I felt like the teams as a whole felt like anybody could win.
Yeah.
And to me, that's a good match from the jump. When you walk into the match, you're like, okay, anybody can win this match, and they going hard, and they were going hard.
Yeah.
That was a hard hitting match.
Yeah, Roman took a lot of bumps that I didn't think he would take.
Mm-hmm.
So big kudos to him for that.
Yeah, that was a good match. I like
that was a good opener.
Yes.
The second match, you had the Judgment Day with Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez going against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I predicted this one, right? Of course I did. That match was hard hitting too. Charlotte Flair took a lot of the beatings in the match in the beginning, which I didn't think was going to happen.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to be the hot tag. And then Alexa kind of took over and getting beat down, and then Charlotte Flair was the hot tag. This match was okay. Not gonna complain about it. Not a bad match.
No, I mean it was solid. I wasn't happy about the title change, and nobody's gonna, see anything different. I just thought it was too soon with the Judgment Day thing, but he kind of explained it early. They could still have the storyline around the Judgment Day losing titles. But I thought the whole purpose was we were trying to build the Judgment Day up to look strong again. So it's like, Finn them win the belts, y'all lose the belts. What we doing?
Well, you can still build a storyline with Judgment Day, especially Roxanne hitting on Dom or Roxanne trying to take Lil's spot. You can still build a storyline around that. So
Bring back the chicken nuggets.
maybe. So you still have a shot. You still have a shot to build a story with Judgment Day. So it's not all lost. In that match, when Alexa hit Charlotte, and then you see Alexa about to do the Sister Abigail, and you see Charlotte appear up, and you thought Charlotte's about to turn on Alexa because Alexa hit an accident earlier, and she just kicks Raquel Rodriguez, and then Alexa hit that Sister Abigail and gets the win for the team. So there was a little tease in there, but like I said, I'm happy with the win. I think that storyline is going to be bigger, especially with the participants in it. I think you want to build a better storyline with somebody like Charlotte and Alexa instead of Roxanne and Raquel. Like I said, you don't need to tag belts to build a storyline with them. I mean, they're mid card. Charlotte and Alexa is upper card. Put the belts on the upper card talent. Let that build, and when they turn each other, it's a big feud. So I like the direction that they went, and Alexa and Charlotte got the win. So now we get to see more from this team, and we get to see more of the story from this team.
Okay. All right. Hey, I see it both ways. You know what I'm saying? He paints a good picture. Bob Brown style. He paints a good picture. But we're gonna see what happens. I really hope that, really, on both sides, because the women's tag division does need some type of spark. It seems like they kind of do on again, off again booking with the women's tag division. And even with the tag titles getting on certain individuals, sometimes those individuals will get wrapped up in a storyline that has absolutely nothing to do with the tag titles. So if we can elevate the tag division, make it feel important, I'm with it.
Well,
I'm with it.
all right, the third match was I'm gonna quickly go by because I didn't like it. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Cross. I thought Karrion Cross should have won here, but I understand like they're not gonna let Sami Zayn lose at SummerSlam, even though he lost last year to Braun Breaker at SummerSlam. But whatever.
Message.
I think they're really about to push Sami Zayn into their world title picture. They keep talking about it, and you know, Hunter, he don't keep bringing up something like that unless he's gonna capitalize on it soon. Like, keep telling people Royal Rumble's in Saudi Arabia. You know who's the most loved person in Saudi Arabia on their roster? Sami Zayn. And the Royal Rumble's in Saudi Arabia next year. So get ready for that.
I just don't.
Get ready for it.
I don't dislike Sammy. I just don't feel the oomph when it comes to him in the title hunt. It's just something about it.
Well, you don't feel the oomph around the time Royal Rumble comes, but he won the Royal Rumble.
Did you see him win the Rumble?
Yes, in Saudi Arabia, where he's the most liked guy on the roster. Yeah,
He ain't bring back Mansoor, but
he got an AEW contract.
oh yeah, he going to
Yeah, so it's gonna be Sami Zayn.
back to Mel Martin for life.
It's gonna be Sami Zayn. So yeah, but like I said, I was upset that Sammy won, but hey, who am I? I wonder if they're gonna do the stipulation on Raw Monday. So even for the stipulation, when Sammy wins, then Karrion Cross got to say he was wrong about Sammy, which I think Karrion Cross is gonna beat him down again.
They probably gonna beat him down.
So
The people really popping for Karrion Cross, and Karrion Cross has a lot to him that I believe is untapped. Like people used to say this about Sean O'Hare, and when Sean O'Hare started the "I'm not telling you anything you didn't already know" gimmick, and just people like Sean O'Hare had something untapped. I think if we put Karrion Cross in a situation and give him the opportunity, that character could really turn into something. Because it's kind of like with the old Drew McIntyre. That's kind of sort of what he reminds me of, like that Drew, like right before the Scottish Psychopath. It was kind of like teetering, but he had the look, he had the feel, but it was like, which way are we going? Because even in NXT, he was the baby face, but it's like people really, really got into him, of course, when he got on the main roster and found his footing again. I feel like Karrion Cross is in this place where he can find his footing and he could go because he's got an it factor about him. It's just got to be the right place at the right time with the right opponent. And much fun intended.
who means? So the fourth match, we got Tiffany Stratton, the champion, going against Jade Cargill, and they're fighting for the WWE Women's Championship. Jade looked good to me in the outfit. It fit her. That thing. Tiffany looked good. But that's it. That's all I got to say
I'm
about
about to say,
it.
you special compliment now. Your outfit fit you. Good. Yes.
That match went exactly how I thought it was going to go. It didn't go exactly how I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to be a train wreck. But it wasn't much worse. I mean, it wasn't much better. Oh, man. Boy. There was some spots. But I will say the match was better than I thought. But, oh,
It just didn't. It was some stuff they were in sync and some stuff they just weren't. And then placement, whether it was foot placement, body placement, in certain areas when they missed the mark, it was very noticeable and it was hard. And y'all, we know that what these people do as a profession is not easy.
Yeah.
It's hard. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of training. But in that same sense, we don't want to go to a circus and watch somebody fall off the trapeze or off the tightrope, whatever. We know you took a long time to train. We want to see you do it and do it right. It's like I don't want to see you get hurt. A lot of these spots that they botched in this match, it almost looked like they were like really gonna, do some damage. We don't want to see you get hurt. So yeah, we talk about it and we joke about it and all that, but in all seriousness, we like to watch this. We love to watch this, and we want everybody to make it out the same way they walked in. You know.
I still think this match was going to have Naomi cash in here. And I think they did an evolution to make up a story just to override AEW's weekend.
Yeah.
Once they saw how All In went and people was buzzing about it, they wanted to capitalize on that. But Timothy Stratton won. It was anticlimactic, I guess. And it's like Tiffany won. Okay, yes, got the belt and went on. But like I said, because we thought maybe Bianca was gonna come out or whatever. But hey, man,
Nobody came out.
yeah, it is what it is. I still think that was the goal. Naomi's gonna cash in here. If she's still on SmackDown, but she's on Raw. She cashed in a couple weeks earlier, so here we are. And on to the next match we go. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll went against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. And I'm gonna say something. Didn't care for this match. And after the match went on, still didn't care for the match. And even as Jelly Roll went through the table, I will admit he took some bump. Even as Jelly Roll went through the announce table and he was walking back like he was just so crippled, still didn't care for the match. Won't tell you when I cared for the match when it was over. Bar. So, Logan Paul got the pan for the win. He panned Jelly Roll after Drew McIntyre Claymore kicked him. And then my boy Logan Paul went up and hit the frog splash for the win. Like I said, he went through a table in the middle of the match, and they brought the officials back, and they did the whole spot where he couldn't stand, so all the referees was walking him out, and then he looks back with a gleam of hope and said, "Hey, I can go back there and fight." And so he goes back into the ring, and he gets tagged in, and then he starts turning the Dusty Rhodes. And then, like I said, this really let this be the last Jelly Roll.
I don't think it's gonna be.
They need to be the last Jelly Roll. Just let it be the last.
I think they did it
For my sanity.
for the summer. They did it for the pop. They did it for the shock factor.
That's it.
It's a international superstar. His story has touched a lot of people.
So was Travis Scott.
Well, difference is I don't know Travis' story. And I kind of sort of don't want to. But with Jelly Roll's rise and his journey is what really influences him. He connects with the audience a lot better than Travis Scott, in my opinion.
Of course.
Especially on a much more mature level. Travis Scott, I mean, he's got his fan base, but his fan base is, it's just a different type. Jelly Rolls, like from the young to the old, your grandmama can like Jelly Roll because again, his music is more so universal on that level. So I think they utilize him to the best of their abilities and they maximize it. Like they used him on the Saturday Night main event. You got those viewers. You looked at a lot of people. Like you got Cardi B floating around on this one. So they're using the names to the best of their abilities. But I do agree. I salute him on the weight loss journey. I salute him on his training and what he's trying to do. But as of now, I really have no desire to see Jelly Roll do anything else in the ring. It's just not there. But I Bad Bunny all day. But yeah, Jelly Roll.
Okay. All right, last match. CM Punk versus Gunther. Gunther is the World Heavyweight Champion. This match I enjoyed. This is why I said the show really didn't. It was okay to me until the last hour. And this match I enjoyed. CM Punk got whooped this whole match. Chopped, beat down, slammed, thrown around. He got beat down.
A lot.
And like he got some offense in there, but most of him getting beat down. And then Gunther went to celebrate on the table. CM Punk swipes his leg. Gunther goes down. He cuts away for a minute. Then he gets back up and he had blood on his forehead and blood all over his face. And he got back in the ring. He kind of wiping the blood from his eyes because he really couldn't see. And Punk hit him with two GTSs. And there you go. Gunther lost. And then Punk gets the World Heavyweight Championship. He's like sitting there and like almost about to cry. And I'm thinking, at first, I'm thinking like, dang, they really did it. But he was just sitting there too long, man. Like too long. And then my prediction came. To pass. Seth Rollins comes out crutches. He comes out on crutches at first. Tell Punk you better hold on to it as much as you can. And then he walks out, stops, drops the crutches, walks, and he had like a leg brace on. Takes the leg brace off, and walks to the ring. Comes to the ring, beats Punk down with the briefcase, like beating him down, like a kid who got in trouble for having all else on his report card. Beat him down. And hit him with the stomp. 1, 2, 3, you have a new world champion. And Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed comes down to the ring to celebrate as Punk is laying down. And you have Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins sitting Indian style as showings. So that was SummerSlam. But before we go, how you like the match?
So I thought the match was good.
That's a great match.
I think Punk did give him a lot more than what I thought he was gonna give him.
Good.
Punk gets a lot of stuff for not being what he says he is, which is best in the world. Is he my best wrestler in the world? Of course not. But I feel like he is good at what he does, and he's a draw. He's a very strong draw, and he gave Gunther a lot of what some veterans at his stage probably wouldn't have, especially with taking as many chops as he did, and I mean hard chops. And there's probably gonna be pictures of his chest come out in the morning. He was getting chopped.
I mean, he get chopped in his thighs.
And
Everywhere.
Gunther was booting him hard. He took a beating. Took a beating and took a beating. And then won the belt and took a beating. He was world heavyweight champion for all of what, 2 minutes? 3 minutes maybe?
No, I say probably around 5.
5. So he had it for 5 minutes. Can he get it back? Of course. Now we have the storyline of Punk versus Seth Rollins now. Because you already know Punk ain't gonna let that slide. He gonna call Seth the coward probably for cashing in, even though when Punk Money in the Bank and cash in too. Twice. So I'm sure this fight what they're gonna go with. Or maybe not. But I feel like the Punk gonna change Rollins to a certain extent, and then they're gonna end up going, and then Punk will probably get it back at some point. Maybe. But as of now, Punk got whooped.
And Seth Rollins, your new world heavyweight champion. And so we kick it to tomorrow where we have 6 matches. You have the Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Naomi match for the women's world heavyweight championship.
Mm-hmm.
You have Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. You have Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu in the cage match for the U.S. Championship. You have the 6 tag team ladder match, TLC match for the tag team championships. I'm missing one. Ooh, I'm missing. Oh, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
And then you have John Cena versus Cody Rhodes 2 for the WWE Championship. And they better not mess it up. If they messed up WrestleMania, they can't mess this one up. So we have an action-packed night 2, or I think night 2 will probably be a little bit better than night 1. But we'll see. We said it about WrestleMania too, and then look what happened. So we'll see. Night 1 wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. It was just there. Like you had a lot of feel-good moments. Like I said, with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, with Sami Zayn winning. Jelly Roll them lost, which I was surprised by that. I thought they were going to get it to them, but they gave the Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. I'm happy they did. So Jelly Roll don't need to have a victory over Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry. Just don't.
Make him chase him.
Yeah. So I like that. So I'm looking forward to night 2.
Mm-hmm.
Should be good. Want to add anything?
No, man. Just waiting for night 2, man. Overall, if I had to give the show a rating for a PLE, I'd say maybe 7.
I'm gonna wait until the whole thing is over.
You
Then
do the
I'm
whole
gonna give
thing
it.
ready.
Then I'm gonna give it.
Summerslam is all.
Yep.
All right, so I retract my 7, and I'm gonna give an overall rating. I'm gonna give an average. How about that between 2 nights tomorrow?
All right. That sounds good to me. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate the support. We should appreciate the new subscribers.
Yes.
Already current subscribers. We appreciate it. Keep watching. Keep watching. We're gonna have more content. Like I said, Monday we'll have more content. We're gonna have more content coming through. As always, I'm your boy CF Fool.
I'm your boy Tez.
We out here.